Are we in the dawn of a new era in the football card hobby? There was some unprecedented rookie card sales this past weekend from the divisional NFL playoff round. You had not one, not two, but 3 games decided by a game-winning field goal, and a 4th that was a whole different roller coaster all in of itself. One that you will never forget where you were when you were watching that game. So let's break down all the activity from the market. Let's look at the major takeaways from the divisional round and see what we learned from it. Let me explain what I mean by a new era in the football card hobby. Let's dig in. With no time left on the clock, Evan McPherson's 52-yard field goal propelled the Cincinnati Bengals into the AFC Championship game with a 19-16 win over the Tennessee Titans. Whoa, $239 for a 2021 Mosaic Evan McPherson rookie card red? Are people actually paying this much for Evan McPherson after that game-winning field goal? Let's go to the sold items to find out. Evan McPherson had a tremendous amount of activity since this game-winning field goal. If you wanted to know how fluid the football card market is, you don't have to look any further than Evan McPherson, man. Both offenses, Titans and Bengals, were stuck in the mud all game. The Titans defense sacked Joe Burrow 9 times, but he was able to overcome this pressure to throw for 348 yards. You had big games from Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. On the other side, Ryan Tannehill threw 3 interceptions, including one late in the 4th quarter that allowed the Bengals to move into field goal range for the game-winning kick. So now the Bengals will move on to play the Kansas City Chiefs. Someone timed this auction incredibly well, ended at 10 p.m. Saturday night. $390 for a kicker's rookie card. Look at the sales from Sunday. The amount of money spent on Evan McPherson's rookie cards over the weekend were absolutely incredible. A lot of them came from this Mosaic set. They certainly didn't print kickers in every set. A.J. Brown went off in this game for the Titans. Derrick Henry was given the bulk of the carries in his return, but believe it or not, D'Onta Foreman outpaced him in efficiency and yards gained. So in fact, when I look at D'Onta Foreman's rookie card sales, there has also been a significant demand spike for him as a 2017 rookie, and his cards were very underpriced. So there's a lot more people now buying his cards, scooping them up. You can see a lot of them are RPAs and autograph cards, and just some total snipes for a running back that just actually outpaced Derrick Henry in a playoff return. But you look at the sales from, of course, everybody wants to look at Joe Burrow, and we want to know how his numbers have done this past weekend. Well, it's incredible the volume and the prices that these cards are getting up to. Even cards that we know are just massively widely printed, widely available, getting close to what they were whenever they first came out, hot off the press. Nobody hotter. It's insane what they're going for. What about Saturday night, you ask? All 3 phases of football are required to win in the playoffs, and San Francisco's special teams unit led the way in the 49ers 13-10 upset win over the Green Bay Packers with a blocked field goal, a blocked punt late in the game, returned for a touchdown. Once again, the 49ers ball control offense and great pass rush on defense stalled out what was an explosive Packers offense. So we've got to look at the activity here from Deebo Samuel, from Robbie Gould, from Elijah Mitchell, critical component of that San Francisco rushing attack. Let's look at those sold cards. We want to get an idea of how well the market was moving. We want to look at highest, see if there was any of those highest transactions. December 10th was the highest in the last 90 days. But we've had 9 on January 22nd. There's a Mosaic Peacock, a case hit. Let's check out this Peacock case hit. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think of this Mosaic? Okay, I see the little peacocks there in the background. Wow. Okay, that's pretty wild, man. What do you guys think about this? I'm guessing they paid around $400 for it. See what else we got. Oh, a college card, a Prism Draft Picks Auto Blue Shimmer out of 13. He's still very much considered a sleeper. There's a Honeycomb Prism SSP. Honeycomb is pretty interesting right there. Looking at some of the new 2021 Mosaic, which obviously hot out of the gate here, is definitely going to retain some pretty nice value here in the interim. Especially, rumor has it, there's a paper shortage that's delaying the release of Prism Optic Select. Shout out to my guy Jay. He heard that from a prominent card shop owner in his area. Let's look at 2019 Deebo Samuel. Sold, yeah, here's sold items. And look at his highest first, January 22nd. We had 20 of his highest sales in the last 90 days. Happened on Saturday. Prism Silver PSA 10, around $2,000. White Sparkle Auto 1 out of 1, 15, almost 1,600 in an auction Saturday night. National Treasures 2 out of 3, around $1,000. So you can see the massive demand spike here for Deebo Samuel as a 2019 rookie. I mean, he really, without him, they would not be making it to the NFC Championship game at all. To Aaron Rodgers, is he going to retire? The impact I think that would have on his rookie cards. I think there will be an immediate short-term spike based on the news. In reality, I think there's going to be a decline because there will be no live performance going on. He'll be more subject than the same way that vintage cards are to the overall ebbs and flows of the hobby. I want to see if there's any Robbie Gould. For Gould, Robbie Gould, baby. Sold January 22nd. Someone got him a PSA 10 Atomic Refractor 2007 score rookie. Check that out. $180, man. Fast forward to Sunday, my friggin' emotional roller coaster of a game with the Bucs and the Rams. The madness of the 2021 NFL divisional round continued on Sunday with the Los Angeles Rams defeating the defending champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers 30-27. The game initially looked as if it would be lopsided win for the Rams after 3 different misconduct penalties. BS. But Tom Brady and the Bucs pulled the score level late in the game after being down as many as 24 points. There was a strip sack fumble by Brady, immediately followed by a fumble from the Rams, and it was just a wild series of plays, back-to-back consecutive plays in the second half. However, there was still enough time on the clock for the Rams to answer and move downfield with a couple of quick strikes. The very last play before the kick for them to win the game was a play where we brought a tremendous blitz on Matthew Stafford instead of playing a prevent defense, letting Cooper Kupp get behind our defensive secondary, getting down the field for a big play, which set them up in easy position for Matt Gay, of all people, to kick the field goal. We drafted him in 2019 and released him, and he lost his job to Ryan Suckup in 2020, and a walk-off field goal to snatch the win when we know Matt Gay could not have made a field goal past 40 yards. There's a Matt Gay. Panini Gold Standard Matt Gay rookie card number 15 out of 99. Wow, people, someone spent $60-$70 on the dude's potentially only rookie card. Looks like he was only printed in Gold Standard from 2019. Well, you would have to go to, guys, like I've showed you, ComC to find that out. But the biggest boom performance, the biggest ushering in of a new era was the Bills losing to the Chiefs on Sunday night. This made me not feel so bad about my Bucs losing to the Rams, because this game felt like a 15-round heavyweight bout between quarterbacks Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, and in the end, Mahomes threw the haymaker when it mattered most, commanding a downfield charge to lead Kansas City Chiefs to a 42-36 overtime win against the Buffalo Bills. But the Bills had that game won with 13 seconds left on the clock at the very end of the fourth quarter, and they too were not in the proper defensive scheme to prevent Patrick Mahomes from making 2 chunk plays, getting them close enough to make a field goal to get it into overtime. And then it came down to Josh Allen picking the wrong side of the coin, man, and the Chiefs received it, and they marched down and scored the touchdown and won, which, you know, raised the question about the overtime rules. But this was an absolutely wild game. The biggest explosion in the football card market. It was the Gabriel Davis show Sunday night. The move he put on Mike Hughes for a massive 4th down go-ahead score with under 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter will go down as the stuff of legend. And when you look at 2020 Gabriel Davis sales on eBay to look at his rookie card sales, if you look at his highest and sort by highest, you had not 1, not 2, but 3 one-of-one sell in the last couple days on Gabriel Davis. And then you also had another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards all over $1,000 for Gabriel Davis. And then all of his highest sales came this past weekend in January. That even scrolling back 9 pages of 200 per page, we are still on Sunday's sales. These people buying Gabe Davis cards on the 22nd were smart. Recipe for success, man. Right before Thanksgiving, guys, could have bought Gabriel Davis rookie ticket autos for $5, $8, $10, $5, $15 for a lot of 2. Not no more, son. 60, 50. So it's the kind of spice you can expect on equal level of supply, right? It's all driven by that supply and demand. $79.99. Hey now, it's 80. That's an 8x return if you were selling it Sunday night. We had about 2,500 Gabriel Davis rookie card sales since Sunday, guys. They cleared the shelves, man. The shelves were cleared on January 23rd for Gabriel Davis rookie cards. And you love to see it, man, because that's the new era. You know, I've heard reports, retail products being found on the shelves. The new era is translating that fantasy knowledge and investing in players. And we want to invest in good players. We want to invest in players that perform well. That's our natural reaction. That's how the market should be. And that's absolutely what we've seen throughout the playoffs on eBay, what we continue to see. Now you've got the Bengals at the Chiefs this upcoming weekend. Whew, I don't know who's going to win that game. The dreamer in me wants to see Joe Burrow take the Bengals to the Super Bowl, but the realist says that the Chiefs are going to secure the win in this game. And the Rams at the 49ers. Do you really see any way the 49ers win? I know there's a ton of 49ers fans out there. Shout out to you guys. I think it's awesome that you guys made it to the championship game, but I don't see you guys beating the Rams. That's just me, but we'll see, man. It's going to be incredible. Quick reminder, we'll be live Thursday night with Steve the Hitman, looking at our slips from last week's prop bets, looking at prop bets for this week upcoming, and correlating that with the card market, doing some card dog action. All right, guys? And I still have more mail to open up. We're going to keep the mail going, and we're going to talk about some more interesting research and strategy and insights around the league, around the hobby. There's big things happening right now with eBay authentication. There's big things happening right now in terms of build up to the draft and the market building. We talked about paper shortages. We talked about availability and hype building for cards, football cards in general right now leading up into the draft. So it's a great time to be active on the quest. and sell some cards and be in. Then that means that there's a lot of opportunities to buy right now and make money and translate. So we're going to continue performing a dual function here on this channel and providing fantasy football and football insight with a focus on football cards and how that affects the market. So stay tuned. See you in that next one. Peace. That's the win when we know Matt Gay could not have made a field goal past 40 yards. See if there's any Matt. Whoa. That's not what I'm looking for. Talking about for a long time, since 2020. In fact, I made money on this guy back at the end of 2020, and now I've made money on this guy, doubled my money on this guy again, because he's just that good, and we've talked about him many times on this quest before.